So we're going to be doing our story, so you'll find out a little bit about us. Hopefully you will join, subscribe and like the video, and we'll hopefully have more content for you. So I'm going to pass over to my sister Catherine, and she can begin us off, or start us off.
Hi, so my name is Catherine, and we know each other because we're sisters. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of story from like where we know each other. So we've lived together in basically the same foster home, and from there, like, we just been so close. There was a time where we were separated, and honestly, like, man, like, that was so tough. Like, I had to like learn how to like basically live without you, and it was just really hard. And at the time I was young, you know, so I felt like as a young person you shouldn't really like, it's hard like to deal with something like that. But the best part though, we reconnected when I was like 16, and I asked her when we re-linked with each other to basically come pick me up, because I was in a horrible situation basically with our foster mom. And she did. This girl rolled out. This girl came like all the way from Toronto, and I was like in Vaughan, like deep Vaughan. So, and from there, like, my journey started like from there. I became a young single mom at 17 with my first son. And after that, I lived in and out of like Massey Center, which is like a shelter, and Rosalie Hall, trying to get back on my feet, you know, with my son. And while that was happening, I had my daughter Leah when I was 21. So I mean, like, honestly, like, it was hard at that point, because like at first I was just like getting used to the routine, just having like Max, you know. So with Aaliyah, I was still completing my high school. So the best part, like, I ended up finishing high school with Aaliyah, like, on my boob, you know, writing my exam. And I was so scared, guys. Like, I honestly didn't think I was gonna like even pass like my exams or even graduate, because I had a lot of responsibilities I had to deal with, instead of just, you know, a normal teenager just go to school and like hang out with friends. I couldn't do that. I had to go home, take care of my 2 kids. And then after I completed high school, I was lost. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do anymore, because I knew I had to change my career because of my 2 kids and being a single mom. Like, I didn't really have that like ongoing like support, like, you know what I mean. Like, when my sister wasn't like busy, she was always there, but you know what I mean, like, you had your own life too at the same time, you know. So yeah, I had to get used to that. And then I had my son Noah, my younger son, and from there I moved. I used to live in Toronto, and I moved out of that area into a small town. Just look to myself, try to find myself, because I was going through a lot, dealing with our foster mom passing away, just dealing with the day-to-day single mom life. So, you know, if anybody feels that, like, you know, drop a comment, like, because I know I'm not the only one that feels like that, you know. And then after that, I opened up my own business with Monette, and now I'm just helping women like me teach them how to grow a business online and all that stuff. And here we are today. Now me and my sister are now vlogging to inspire you guys. So yeah, let me bring it off to my sister, and she can share a little bit of her story.
So yeah, we're, like my sister said, we have the same foster mother. My story with our foster mother isn't a good one. Unfortunately, it's not a good one. There was a lot of issues and a lot of problems and a lot of, you know, just and then an incident happened that, you know, ended up making me have no choice but to leave, which destroyed me, because I felt like I was abandoning my sister because she looked up to me. I took care of her. I raised her. I helped her whenever she wanted to help with her hair, or when she wanted to play, or anything like that. I was always there. And I went from basically being there with a bunch of kids, because there was like 5 or 6 of us in the home. So we went from having all of us to it basically just being me. And I had a lot of anger and a lot of issues and a lot of problems that I was struggling with, and I felt like I had nobody. Like I had nobody to rely on and nobody to kind of help me deal with those issues for a while there. And then when I was about 16, I think it was, I met my biological mother, and we built a relationship from there, and we've been together ever since. And then I got a message out of the blue. I got a friend request out of the blue from my sister. Didn't recognize her at first, obviously, for obvious reasons, because I had seen her since she was little. And then got a message that same day, and something told me to respond right away and let her know that if you need me, I'm here, because I never did stop looking for her. I never stopped looking. It's just at the time there were no other leads. Like nobody seemed to know where she went. So I was not able to find her, and then she added me on blue, and I was actually hoping that she'd find me on Facebook at some point, because I check Facebook like every month to see if she got added to me or anything like that. So I sent her a message, and yeah, I picked her up. She lived with me for a little while, had her son. I helped her with that, and I was married, so unfortunately at the time, me, my husband, her, like my sister, her son, and her partner at the time, there was not enough room for all of us to live in the same house. And I kind of also wanted her to, like we had talked about her wanting to figure out a way to be on her own, because yes, I will always be there for her, but sometimes, life gets in the way. You're married, you have children, you have work, you have school, you have whatever you may have. And, it's hard to always be there for everybody. So, and then 3 years ago, I left Toronto completely because I needed a change and I needed to find somewhere else to be. So I moved out to a place called Timmins. I met my current partner and been here ever since. My sister messaged me and said, look, I need a way out. I need to do something. I can't find a place. I'm having a hard time. I'm struggling. So I told her, I said, come out here. It would be better. It would be a good opportunity for her to get back on her feet. And actually, she's thrived out here. I thrived out here. Yeah. It is isolated, and it is a little bit, there's isolation, and it's hard sometimes. But, for what we needed at the time, this is what we needed to do.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that's us. That's our story.
Yeah.
We're gonna be talking about other topics. So there's just a few to name. We'll be talking about motherhood. We'll be talking about adoption. We'll be talking about relationships.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of other topics. So stay tuned. We'll keep posting, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, and drop some comments and let us know what you think of our videos. It was nice talking to you, and stay tuned for episode 2. Bye.